This week on Broke Things Under Sale.
Call is pissed.
This is the first time we're going to be able to see out of it. It's impossible to get this window out. Pretty stupid, but if it works, it ain't going to be that stupid, is it?
It's soaked, bro.
That was a lot of work to do that, and every single one of them still leaks.
The Super El Nino season is bearing down on us hard and fast. Every afternoon as we watch the thunderheads start to build up in the north, we're reminded of how little time we actually have to get this massive job done. And a massive job it was. We needed to remove and reseal 10 portholes, 10 pilothouse windows, and 7 hatches, all of which are 43 years old. This requires removing and reinstalling a grand total of over 500 corroded screws, all without damaging parts that are too old and too expensive to replace. So follow along this week as we dive into our biggest job yet, and one that ends up pushing us to our absolute limits. We start with our portholes and port lights in the aft cabin. They're small, so we figured they'd be easier and a good way to figure out how to do this. Here we take out the screws in the inner frame and leave 2. Then I'll jump around on the backside on a ladder, hold the frame, Natasha grabs the last 2 screws, and then we can pull it out through the back.
So much fun. Yeah, we got some cleaning to do. Okay, we got them out and cleaned up, and Natasha's tinting them with 5% tint, which we're going to be doing on every window. Try to keep the heat down in this extremely windowed machine. And then once that's done, we're going to put them on. We got the back 2 done. They look nice. So I'm trying to get out the screws on these 2 starboard side ones, but looks like salt water's getting through the seal in the front into the back side, and it's corroding these bolts, and I can't get these screws out. So we're gonna bust out the impact driver, see if I can get them to come out. Dude, if you own a boat, you gotta have an impact driver. They saved the day. We just got all 4 of those out. I don't have to drill any out. And then we'll move on to the next one. There's some C's ones there, but these things are worth their weight in gold, and they're damn heavy. We got the butyl ran on the outside seal on the next 2. And also I had to change out a knob since one of ours was non-functional, but I took all the ones off the old boat. So, and they're tinted. So we're ready to go.
So this is kind of the delicate process of putting it back in. We run butyl tape on the outside edge of the porthole, slide it out of the porthole, then we have to very carefully pull it back evenly on all sides against the hole. So if you don't do that part perfectly evenly and the butyl tape touches somewhere it shouldn't, then it's going to stick to it. We have to pull it all back off and re-butyl tape it. And we have a very limited supply of this stuff, and of course we're in the middle of nowhere, so you can't get more. So it's kind of a delicate balance, but once I get it in there and pull it against the hole, then Natasha will go ahead and put the frame on and get 2 screws in there to hold it in place, and then we'll put the rest of the screws on after that.
All right, so we got 4 resealed. We got the 2 portholes here and the 2 port lights in the back sealed. It went about as well as it can go for 40-year-old port lights with recycled stuff from another hatch. So we got them cleaned up, we got them sealed. Hopefully it'll stop the leaks. We have a ton of leaks. I mean, you can see under there. But these things are ancient, but they're still hanging on there, so hopefully this stops it. But we got half of them done. We did 4. We got 4 more to do. We got a system down now, so it should go smoothly, and then yeah, onto the pilot house and the rest of the hatches. So yeah, I'm happy with it though. It turned out as well as it could have. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up. We're out of here for the day. All right, day 2 of the port lights. So we're gonna do the 2 port side ones, the one the AC is sticking out of right now, and the one in our head. So that'll be the last 4. Then we'll just have all the windows in the pilot house to seal and all the rest of the hatches. So we're making good progress. Happy about it. Next set is off. I cleaned up the holes. Natasha's down in there cleaning the frames. And then we'll swap out some of the knobs that are not working on that thing. And then we will throw it on. So we got a little system going now. So then once these are on, should be pretty quick here. We'll do the last 2. It's gonna be annoying to undo the AC, but what you gotta do. It'll be nice to live in a leak-free boat, and when it rains, we'll be happy it's cleaning the boat instead of running around having to take care of a million leaks. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We just got another one in, and I'm also putting Tef gel on every single screw that goes back in, because they're stainless screws and these are aluminum frames. So if we ever have to pull them back off in the future, we won't have to deal with that corrosion issue. We're taking a break from sealing today because that is hard work, but we got all 8 of these rear portholes done. So that's a big accomplishment. That's a little less than half the windows on the boat. So we're done. I'll show you what I'm doing now. All right, so we're boxing some more stuff from the storage unit from the other boat. Now I'm gonna start putting that stuff on. So here's a leaning post for our pedestal. That'll be nice to have. We got a nice screen to put in our companionway for airflow when we're back at anchor off AC. We got 2 fender holders that we're gonna put up on our bow, so that's pretty damn nice. And we got some other cool stuff. So we got these screens we can put up in our hatches now. I'm gonna clean them up, and then we just gotta reseal the edges, but that'll be nice when our hatches are open, keep the bugs out. And we got the same for our small portholes. And then we got this little thing, which is a cool cup holder, foldable table thing. So I'm gonna find a place for that since there's not one cup holder in our entire boat. So that's going somewhere. And then I've always wanted one of these. So that thing's cool. We'll clean that up and put it on. And then we got a hatch for the back of our pedestal. All right, pretty excited about this one. About to drill some holes in the boat there and down here. But yeah, we just have nowhere to grab up here. I mean, you can't grab your compass. Obviously, you don't want to grab your throttle, and same thing with the wheel. So it'll be nice for getting in and out of the companionway. And also while you're up here, it'll be nice to be able to grab it, to walk past. So yeah, it's going to be nice. Stainless is expensive too, so every piece we can get from that boat that we destroyed is going to be worth it. Okay, we're about to get started on the pilot house. Natasha's walking the dog right now. She'll be back. So we're going to start with these 2 small ones in the back here, knock them out. And then we got all these big windows to do. So this will probably take a week, probably, to do them all. So we're just going to start with these 2 small ones, see how that goes. And then we'll start with some of these smaller ones after that in the corners. And go from there.
So we start with the 2 small portholes. It's really essentially the same process as what we did in the back, so we don't really film much of it. After that, we decide to move on to the 2 smallest pilot house windows. So we pull the first one out, and then Natasha starts to tin it. We put that back in just to get a feel for how it goes, and then we jump on to the second one. We're putting on the butyl tape right now, and then we're gonna go and put on our second big window. So we're making progress. This is stressful stuff, guys. Pulling these windows out, and then also trying to mount the window. We've been using this dog toy. This is what holds Tiki's dog toy in the deck. We've been using that on the front side of the window, trying to hold it up, and that's scary as hell. And trying to align it with the butyl tape and getting it perfect, scary. It's all scary. I don't like this. Okay, we got another one in. Is that not scary?
It's scary.
That's scary as hell. If we screw any of this up and damage something, we're up shit's creek. I don't know what we're gonna do. But anyway, now I'm putting Tef gel on all these stainless screws so we don't have corrosion issues in the future. And putting the frame back on. So that means we will have done 8, 9, 10, 11, we will have done 12 windows.
Nice.
So now we got, I can't even count, 7 windows left, which is pretty good.
And you can see the difference between the tints now. So that's the darker one. So that's 5% and what? 35?
35, yeah, we're going 5%. Yeah. People might say that's too dark for a pilot house, but we do watch outside, and it's hot as hell down here. So we're blacking out, we're limo tinting. I don't even care. So we can't even see at a 35 at night. So, but either way, we stand watch outside, we're good to go. So
Beautiful.
yeah. We're doing the last 2 windows that have these bitch ass knobs. And Natasha's tinting one of the last ones with these bitch ass knobs. But anyway, we have to combine every single part, all the knobs from the other boat and our boat, to get them to work, because they're just so badly corroded, so screwed up. So luckily we just about have what we need to get these things to go again. But yeah, these windows are old, man. And that one, I'll show you guys in a minute, that one's gonna be a bitch. That one has some serious leaks. I know. So, I mean, we're really just trying to refurbish and keep 40-year-old windows going, so who knows how old the seals are.
Doing well though.
We are doing well, so hopefully it keeps it off, keeps the leaks off for a while, because these windows are not cheap. I think it's like $15,000 for a new set of windows just for in here. And that's not even the portholes and stuff, so we're definitely not doing that. So this one, like I was saying, is leaking everywhere. You can see all the corrosion and leaks, but I can't fix this inner seal. So we're gonna do our best, man. Not looking forward to taking this thing off, but we gotta do it.
Carl is pissed.
Oh, worst fear. They fucked this window up, so we're screwed. They just slammed super hardcore sealing in here and shoved it shut. So now our inner seal's destroyed. Our ring's destroyed. I don't know how we're gonna get this window out or even clean it up. It's fucked up, so. I hope they only did it to one window because we're in trouble now. Alright, so this is what they're dealing with. They slam sealing in here, and the inner seal's destroyed, and it was leaking super bad, and you see the frame is all corroded and crap. So I reached out to the guy who took all the parts from the other boat, or not all the parts, but all the fiberglass and all that, and got rid of it. But he kept all the windows, thankfully, and he says he has this one, so that'll really come in clutch and save us, because we're gonna have to basically cut this window out, clean it up. If that other window's good and the frame is good, we'll put that in. Oh, I'm out of breath, and I'm hoping that's the only window they did it to. Well, it doesn't look like it now. I can tell here they did it to this one, so that's gonna be a problem. Hopefully it's just those two. I'll check. Scorpion? Los trozos de como. Ajá, sí, sí. No, las arañas. Ah, sí, sí. No, arañas, pero con el. Ah. Con acá, ¿no? Ya, ya, sí. ¿No entiendes? Yeah.
Okay, so that window that's not working. This is the old boat. Right here in 1,000 pieces. So Carl is just getting the window. There's another piece here. We might come back for this one, but for now we need the other one.
We got it. We're pretty lucky. Because the inside, all these seals and everything are in good shape. It's a little beat up, the frames, but it's, yeah, the frames don't look that good, but the seals are gonna not leak. So, whatever. That's what we gotta do. It worked out. Okay, I cleaned that mess up as best as I could. And we now got the one we salvaged from the boat, cleaned up, tinted. We're way behind schedule on these windows. We're dead right now. We're about to put the butyl tape on it now and put it up. We need to get out of here. It's late, we're tired. We only did 2 windows today. We were supposed to do 4, but things keep happening. So it's time. Okay, we salvaged that disaster. It looks pretty good. We got the one from the other boat in. It fit pretty well. I think it should be sealed pretty well. I'm gonna look outside in a minute. But yeah, so we got all 3 done on the port side. We have 1 on the starboard side, so for the next day we'll handle these 2. I got the new pop-out window from the other boat like that, so we can get rid of this destroyed plexiglass here, so that'll be nice. We'll be able to see out of it in the future. So we'll knock these 2 out. Then we got 4 on the front here. And those are gonna be a monster, and I think some of them have sealant. So if I gotta take another window, I guess we can. That guy came through, he's got all the windows there sitting in the yard. I gotta pull them off the whole of the other boat, but that came in clutch. I don't know what we're gonna do, because that window was destroyed. This one shouldn't leak now. So happy about that. Okay, we're doing the next problem child here, this middle window, which had the broken pop-out window, and this thing let in so much heat, like an unbelievable amount of heat. So luckily we got the new window for it, up there and tinted, and I'm gonna go ahead and do these knobs. Yeah, I tell you, I haven't shown you the knobs, but these are such a pain, especially on 40-year-old knobs, because this is these are stainless screws, aluminum brackets. So these screws weld to these aluminum brackets. Then there's these little stainless screws that hold these knobs in here. And you can't remove them from the window unless you get these little super corroded stainless on aluminum screws out. It's just kind of a nightmare. So luckily between our boat and the other boat, we're able to cob together good enough stuff to make it work. But yeah, we're really pushing our supplies here. So we're only gonna be able to do this job once. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring that window up here, get it set up. Natasha's down there cleaning the other one. We'll tint it, put that window in, and move on to this one. We got pretty significant corrosion eating into our frame here. Like, it's down pretty. This is thin aluminum here, you can see in the hole. So that's not very good at all. We'll see what we do. I'm just afraid it cracks down there when we start cranking it on, but we'll see. We got our nice new window. Pretty excited about it. This is the first time we're going to be able to see out of it.
Pretty stoked. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. So we have that window and then the front. Then we're done.
Well, heartbreakingly, this is a little bit too long of a window for our side windows. So all that work was a waste. Our tint's a waste and our sealant's a waste. So hopefully that guy will come through again and I can pull the side window out of the other one. And also while we're at it, this window is a bit destroyed. I think we're gonna have a problem too, so I'm gonna try to take them both. Also, our clutch cable for our motorcycle was on the last strand. We just barely made it in today. Luckily, these guys had a new one. So I fed the new one in before we get going over there to go get our other windows. Fed the new one in. So now I'm just gonna cut it and then I guess we'll be good to go. So yeah, one problem after the next. That's how it goes here. Okay, we're back at it. Back to the yard. They got both the windows that we need. They're not looking super good, as you can see. Maybe we can clean them up, but we got no choice. All right, we finally got the other one in now. But we go to put the thing on and these rivets are snapped off. So I'm gonna drill out those rivets and redo it and hopefully that window fits. But man, every window is its own surprise and it just drags out. We're like 2 weeks into this thing now. But anyway, we're tired, frustrated, hungry. She's taking the dog to the pool. I'm gonna try to finish these damn rivets right now so we can close this thing and then yeah, we'll just call it a day at one window because God man, enough's enough.
You'll have to excuse my language in this clip, but after 2 different window frames and 2 different attempts with the pop-out window, it still doesn't fit.
Okay, yeah, we got a bit frustrated the other day. This is a long, hard, tedious job, man, with a lot of things that can go wrong. Yeah, we took yesterday off, and then Natasha's gonna do some editing today and chill inside, take another day off, because it's just a lot. So what I'm gonna do now, I just took all these knobs back off. We're gonna set it up on this other one now. I had both these windows in my hand. I was looking at which one's the best. I was like 2 seconds from picking this window. And then I picked that one. But turns out they're slightly angled for each side of the boat. And I picked the wrong one. Okay, so we're gonna redo all the work on this window. These rivets are failing, so I gotta drill them all back out like I did on the other one. Put some new ones in there. And then we're gonna try to tint this thing, put the knobs on it, and get this one set up. These knobs are a major pain in the ass, the way that they're built, but they are also built to service, and these things are 40 years old, so the fact that I can still service it and hopefully make them leak proof, I mean, that's a pretty good thing about them. I think I'm gonna drill out these rivet holes even bigger. I'm gonna fill them with Marine Tex, let that cure, then drill that out with their proper size rivet and rivet the top ones. This ledge, man, I cannot get the thing up to it to set the rivet correctly. And it's starting to piss me off. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grind the top down, make a notch here, and then hopefully stick that in there and just shoot the rivets. And then I'll have this ground down thing to do these tiny rivets, because the small rivets are the only thing this works on now. Okay, pretty stupid, but if it works, it ain't gonna be that stupid, is it? We're gonna mix up Marine Tex and shove it in those rivet holes out there, and hopefully let that cure, drill them back out. And then with our specialized, where'd it go? With our specialized riveting tool here, we should be able to put them in. So, we shall see. We're back at it. We are gonna do our last window here on the side, with the exception of our 4 in the front. So we're gonna knock this out right now. Hopefully the state of it isn't as bad as that one where we had to go get another one. So we'll see. Just out there burning alive. But yep, they put sealant on this one just like the other one. That's gonna be a bit of a shit show. Okay, this is what we call a bad window. So they put a ton of that sealant in there, so it ripped the seal up. It's corroded everywhere. It's missing a lot of the inner seal. Like down here, it's non-existent. And there's screws broken off flush, and those are stainless screws and aluminum, so it's not really possible to sort that. So we're gonna hope against hope that the other window is in better shape, because this one is not looking very viable, to be honest. The window from the donor boat is in much better shape. We cleaned it up. All we gotta do is glue the seal. And the only other thing that's wrong with it is it's scratched up on the window. But other than that, the frame's in a lot better shape. The inner seal's in good shape. It's torn in only a few places. So luckily we had access to this one also because ours is not good. So that one's cleaned up. Natasha's down there tinting that. And then we will stick it in, seal it up. And then I think today we're gonna pull out one of the 4 pilot house bow windows. And I took the frame off to see what we were dealing with. Thank God they didn't slam it inside with sealant. Doesn't look so bad. There is corrosion down at the bottom and the seal is ripped, but it's manageable. All right, so yeah, this one came out beautifully. It looks good. The seal's a bit ripped on the inside somewhere. Where is it? Whatever. It's ripped somewhere on the inside right there. Fine, no big deal. Yeah, so she's gonna tint this bad boy with, I think we only have enough for what, one more?
One more.
Which sucks because we got 3 more windows and we're on a roll. Yeah, we'll tint this thing up, put it in, and probably call it a day for today because I got a lot to clean up.
And have a beer and complain with all the other people in the yard right now because everyone is struggling. It's really hot and yeah.
Yeah, basically. Nothing like a cold beer out here after working. So yeah, then we'll just have 3 more of these pain in the ass windows left. And we'll just have to tint them while they're installed later on. Ready?
Yeah.
I got the right window together with all these little knobs. I'm gonna go out there and drill out. I put the marine text in there, so that's curing, or it cured 2 days ago. So I'm gonna go out there, re-drill them out, and then put the rivets in with our new modified rivet gun. And yeah, hopefully that'll be into that saga, and then that window will finally be done. That window's done. That window's done. 3 more of those bastards, and then we'll move on to the rest of the hatches. We did the top ones. They are looking much better now, and the bottom ones are working with this new modified tool. So that one I drilled the hole slightly at an angle, but it's still flat. But yeah, it worked perfectly. So the next 2 should be beautiful. Check that out. Look at that curvature. Look at that curvature. The saga's finally over. It's in there. It's in there and it fits. So we are good, I believe. Well, that's gonna be a leak right there. So maybe I'll put some sealant there to absorb that. But yeah, we're good. Starting on the front 3, it's not looking good already. They shoved sealant in there. That's super hard, impossible sealant, so this window might be shot when it comes out. So sitting in a pool of sweat. Previous owner idiocy. This is so fucked up. There's a special place in hell for anybody who slams 5200 inside of the gap on a resealable window. Absolutely ridiculous. So this window's screwed. So now we're gonna go back over to that yard and hopefully the window and the other boat's in better shape. If not, we're in real trouble now. So I had to do something about it. It's been leaking all over the place when it rains. Nah, we got it out. Destroyed the seal. You can see there's 4200 or 5200 everywhere. That's such a crazy decision. So, well, power and water is off again, so we're stuck with the half ripped out window. So hopefully that changes. Gone a lot of days without power and water here this last year. It's getting pretty old. Just need to get out of here. I'm gonna clean this up as best as I can. We just went to the yard and got the other window. It looks a little bit better, so maybe we can make that work. And power and water's back on, so now we can clean the other window and get ready. So yeah, we'll keep working. It's hot as hell, but one step at a time. Our showers are out of a 5-gallon bucket. So every day when we get back from working, we go out back to the spigot, we fill up the 5-gallon jug, shower, fill it up for the next person, shower as well. And that's what we do. So, yeah, but there's no water pressure in any of these places, so you kind of have to do it. Okay, I'm up super early. We just had our first huge rainstorm over the last couple hours, so we were kind of stressing out in the apartment. So I'm gonna come check on things since we're in the middle of resealing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, see, it feels like the seasons are changing, maybe a little bit earlier than last year. So we still got quite a bit of stuff to reseal. So it's time to keep working and get a move on. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go in and check all the windows we did reseal and see how that worked out. Okay, so first things first, I guess my big companion hatch reseal job worked, because it doesn't seem to have leaked anywhere. Usually we'd have big puddles all over around here, big puddles on the ground here, leaks everywhere, but it seems to be dry, so the companionway is looking good. I'm happy about that. We'll check everything else now. You can see we got water there, so these two windows are the last two we haven't resealed. Also, we didn't film the rest of that window yesterday. We were just baking alive and hot as hell, and just scraping 4200 or 5200 off the window frame. It was just frustrating, and yeah, so we just kind of knocked it out. It took the entire day to scrape all that crap off and reseal the window. So we did go and get the other window from the other boat. Luckily, it was in better condition, so that worked out. But I can see here the inner seal on that window is still leaking. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go in there and put sealant on it. So even with that new reseal job we did, we still got pretty bad leaks. And we got leaks on this one. So every window still leaks. Yep. Every single window still leaks. Yep, every single one of them. So that's too bad. That was a lot of work to do that, and every single one of them still leaks. Look at all this water in the channels and stuff. Oh man, that's too bad. Oh, that sucks. That was so much work over the last like 3.5 weeks and suffering, and they all leak. So let's go look in this side. Oh. Yeah, we resealed that one. That's still leaking. Yeah, we got water back there. Looks like all these are leaking as well. Every single one's leaking. Okay, that one might not be. So, yeah. Yeah, they're all freaking leaking. So, I'm just gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to run sealant around the outside and inside of all these windows when we're done. I was really hoping to avoid that, but I got no choice, man. This is the best we could reseal the windows and clean them up and everything like that, and it didn't work. So I guess I'm gonna have to bust out a lot of sealant and tape and seal that up. So let's go look. I did do the forward hatch, which also leaked quite a bit. I've already resealed that. Let's see if I need to add sealant to it or not. Oh man. So this hatch is leaking in the same places. How? Dude. Oh, it's covered in water down here. It's soaked. It's soaked, bro. It's soaked. And it's still leaking from everywhere. How is that? Bro. Not one thing not one thing that we resealed is fucking not leaking. Alright, let's find our usual leaks. Yeah, this counter is soaked from this hatch. Yeah, I got water on this table as usual. So, whatever. So yeah, dude. Let's go check the room. Because everything forward in the boat we resealed. Well, except for the companionway. At least that thing's solid. Let's see how we're doing. Well, hard to say. It's dry, so I don't think it's dry back here. So I don't think these windows leaked. Yeah. So it looks like our small bedroom windows didn't leak, but they also have a little lip above them of fiberglass. So honestly, that's probably the only reason. But yeah, let's check our bathroom one here. And it's not leaking. Okay. Well, that's a little bit heartbreaking. Every single window leaks. Oh man, what a fucking job this was too. What a job, man. Pretty funny. See, that drip's not even coming from inside. It's coming from the outside where it should be sealed. So crazy, dude. Oh Lord. All right, let me clean up all this water. Yeah, it's funny when you get on the Nauticat forums on Facebook, because I've been worrying about this resealing for a long time, like how we were gonna do it, what's the best way, if we could even get it to reseal in a way where it doesn't leak. And everybody on there is just like, dude, just buy the new window set from Urtec. Just buy the new window set. It's easy. It's great. I'm like, all right, dude. It's $15,000 for the new window set. So that's obviously not going to happen. I don't think it was leaking in these back windows at least, so that's good news. Take these small wins and a bunch of huge losses and we'll keep going, I guess. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to slam sealing around the, I'm gonna do it right this time, because these guys slam sealing inside the joint, which is like, first of all, the water can still get in, and then it's just trapped between the wood and the fiberglass. And second of all, it's impossible to pull the windows out when you do that. You're supposed to run a bead around the outside of them, so that way you can cut that out and pull the windows out. So I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, because we got to get these leaks to stop. I mean, you can see what's happening to our wood. It's just deteriorating. I didn't even realize, but yeah, I had this panel open doing the windows, but it leaked so bad it like flooded down here too. So the windows are leaking way worse than they were before now. So that's encouraging. We should have been power boaters, man. Sailboat's got all these damn hatches and portholes and Durad vents and all this leaking shit and masts. Look at those things, dude. They don't leak. You gotta be a millionaire to buy one. I really don't think it's coming from the part we resealed, the exterior. I think it's coming from this internal seal and all these holes in the seal and stuff. So we're probably gonna have to go around with a knife, cut this seal off around every window, and then put a bead of sealing on the inside. Because I just don't see how it's leaking from that outer seal. It really can't be. So it's gotta be the inner seals on every window. So that's gonna be a fun job.
Next week on Fish Under Sail.
She's got 40 pounds of windows on her leg. How high is this? 20 feet off the ground? Last window's in. So hot here. Next morning, another day, another hatch.
I'll challenge any one of you to a hatch off. There's no way anybody can do it faster than me now. Like, I'm an expert.
Non-boat owners might have pockets full of money, but I got pockets full of sealant. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. But like, for real, I actually do. So keep doing it. And yeah, thanks.